All right, we're getting an update on the mass shooting in northeast Indianapolis. IMPD is about to give a press conference. Do we have that shot up? Let's listen in.
Are you ready? Okay. All right.
Sorry. Yep. Just after 4 p.m., officers of the IMPD East District responded to a report of a person shot in the 3900 block of Horn Nickel Drive. Those East District officers arrived, discovered what we believe to be a male. He was transported to an area hospital listed in stable condition. Shortly after, IMPD received another call about 4 individuals that showed up at an area hospital, all with injuries consistent with gunshot wounds. Those officers gathered information as they arrived at the hospital, working with our Community East Hospital, and the investigation turned out that those individuals were injured here at this in the 3900 block as well. Our aggravated assault detectives, they've arrived on scene. We're still trying to canvass the area and piece together exactly what occurred. I can tell you that 4 individuals were inside of a vehicle and 1 individual was outside of a vehicle, and an exchange of gunfire occurred. For some reason, some type of disturbance occurred. We don't know what the background of that is. Obviously, our detectives are canvassing the area, hoping to speak with witnesses and so forth. What I can tell you, according to detectives, that all information is preliminary and subject to change. We are not looking for anybody else in this particular area. We don't believe there's a suspect in this particular area, and I can tell you that all parties have been accounted for in this particular investigation. We'll be out here trying to piece together exactly what occurred. Our East District officers, as you can tell behind me, they're canvassing the area, and we're hoping that with anybody with information that will come forth, and you can do that by dialing 317-327-3475, where you can speak with detectives, or you can remain anonymous by dialing 317-262-TIPS. One of those individuals, I can tell you, is listed in critical condition. At this moment, all of the individuals are listed in stable but serious condition. So we'll be out here trying to piece together exactly what occurred. This is relatively a quieter neighborhood, and so we're hoping that witnesses come forth and neighbors come forth and give us the information that we'll need. I'll entertain questions, however, it's very early on in the investigation. We haven't made it as to know the ages of these individuals, who was the aggressor, who was not the aggressor. We believe that they are all males at this time.
Do you believe the person that is listed in critical condition, were they also self-transported in that vehicle to community?
4 individuals were self-transported inside of a vehicle, and 1 individual was transported from here. That individual that was transported from here by medics is listed in stable condition. At least one of those individuals inside of the vehicle is listed in critical condition at this time.
Any weapons left on scene or anything like that?
Our detectives are obviously at the hospital, and we have to wait for search warrants. Obviously, you see detectives behind me canvassing the area. This is relatively a larger scene, as you can tell. We're looking for anybody with doorbell footage or camera footage to come forth and give us that information that we so desire. So we'll be out here for some time. Again, this is somewhat of a quieter neighborhood, and so I'm confident that neighbors will come forth with any information that we have. We're not looking for anybody else. Anybody is encouraged to dial 317-327-3475 and speak with our investigators if you have information. If you left before detectives were able to arrive and speak with you, that information that you provide is definitely important.
Is there anything we're not asking or touching on that you would also like to share?
Obviously, this case is in our beginning stages. Again, I can tell you that we're not looking for anybody else at this point. All parties, we believe, have been accounted for. Our detectives are continuously working hard to speak with folks in this particular neighborhood. And again, we're actually at the hospital as well, working with our victims' assistants and doing everything that we can to figure out, piece together exactly what occurred. Okay?
Thank you so much. We do appreciate it.
We just heard from IMPD about the shooting on the northeast side, now saying 5 people shot. 1 person was found on scene. 4 others took themselves to the hospital. 1 man is in critical condition. Officers saying there was some kind of shootout, but this is preliminary information.